Finally finished. I did. Yeah. All right. Who here in our Kannapolis office is looking to potentially start a team, has started a team or looking for team members? Jenna and Trish and Lynette, who wants to start us off? Just tell us what you have to offer and what you're looking for.
So I've started my team. It's the Black Diamond Group. Right now we have Viviana who's on here, and Amy. And we have one admin, Stacy. So right now, what we are doing, we are updating our commission splits. So Viviana and Amy were our first trial run as starting the team. So we still haven't figured out how we're going to move forward from here as far as our commission splits go. It's really going to be based off of their experience. Newer agents, you know, that split's going to be bigger. When I first got started in real estate, I was 19. I needed hand holding. I'm not afraid to hold someone's hand, but it's got to be worth both of our time. So, you know, we try and meet once a week. I will go out to listing appointments with them. You know, if they need some extra confidence in what they're doing or just knowledge on that base. I've done one with Viviana and one with Amy. They get access to all of my documents that I use. We have lock boxes that are available for them because I bought a surplus of lock boxes. So we just have like a little checkout on that. They're more than welcome to use my signs if they want to. I always push you use your own sign that has your number on it. So that's pretty much what we do.
Have y'all figured out if one of your team members brings a listing, or are they going to be able to keep it? Will it go under the Black Diamond Group? How does that look?
Under our team. Yeah.
And it'll be,
and their name will be on it, but
Right.
it'll just show them as a team.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, what we're doing, like Amy just listed one and I'm just a co-listing agent. on it.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I go out there and like I help Amy with her video. I'm going to show them how to edit their video. Like I send all my editing off. I show them where I send that to. You know, they get me. I'm not promising them leads. What I'm promising them is my knowledge and my marketing skills.
Okay. So you're not taking the listing and making it your own. You have to put your name on there. All right. Good to know. Thank you, ma'am. So if anybody wants to contact Jenna, what is your email address?
It's the number 4 jennacook@gmail.com.
4jennacook@gmail.com if y'all want to talk to her. Any questions online for Jenna or in here for Jenna?
No, I just want to say that she's been great. And I feel like I know all the documentation part of it. Like I told her, you know, I just needed some marketing knowledge and she's great at that. So I appreciate that.
Oh, well, I love Viviana.
Your check's in the mail, by the way, Jenna. All right. You want to go next, Trish?
Okay, so my team is going to be more lead generation. So I will be giving out leads. They're going to be buyer leads. And so I will be, when we have time, like we will do a meeting once a week. And when I have time, I would like to do like some additional teaching and stuff to make sure we're all on the same page. That's my biggest thing with my team is I want us to all be on the same page, be working together, making sure that it looks the same, like we're very cohesive in the way that we're presenting ourselves. So we will have some of that, but it's the Strickland team. So if you have questions, let me know. Mine's definitely going to be less teaching, more leads. So if you're looking for leads, I would like people with some experience, though, not new agents.
So less hand holding, more
Yes.
boots on the ground kind of things. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And what's your email address?
It's Trisha.strickland927@gmail.
Trisha.strickland927@gmail. If you're interested in, anybody have any questions or comments for Trisha? All right. Lynette, you're on camera.
Oh.
Almost.
I
you go.
have no team.
She has no team.
I have no team, but I'm at the point I need a team. I need buyer's agents. I need somebody to help me with my marketing. So I just need to get with some people who would like to work together as a group and use each other's, what's the term? What's the word? Their strengths.
Yeah. there you go.
Yes. So if you're good at the dot loop and stuff, that'll be yours. If you're good at, with buyers, agents, working with buyers, that's just kind of what I'm looking
So
for.
you're
I'm
not
just like,
necessarily looking to lead a team.
no, not lead a
You're-
team, but just to kind of
Work with.
work with other
people,
agents
Yeah.
to kind of,
Reduce the workload. some.
exactly.
Okay.
Sounds like Lynette needs an assistant.
I do.
We
I
told her
do,
that, yeah.
I do.
Any questions for Lynette? So we've seen 3 different types of team structures here. Anybody interested in, or maybe have questions for Lynette? What is your email address?
LynetteGearing.realtor@gmail.com.
LynetteGearing.realtor@gmail.com. All right.
I did want to add.
Hold on, I gotta rotate my computer.
One thing I do want to add, and I've kind of prepared my team for, as y'all all know, I'm on a fertility journey and we have no clue when God's going to give me that gift. But when he does, I'm taking 12 weeks off minimum. So I need people that's going to be on the ground. That's when the referrals will start coming. I'm sure when I have children, my world's going to change. So,
Mhm.
That's what I'm gearing up towards. But right now I'm not offering any leads.
Okay,
Any I throw them out there, but
right.
taking all the money I can, building a house,
Saving it for diapers. Right?
Yeah.
There you go. So anybody online have any questions or comments? Anybody online looking to join a team potentially?
Hey, Chris, I'm just information gathering today, but how does it typically work with commission splits when you're on a team?
So Susan, that's a great question. That's really up to whoever the team leader. Yeah, it'll be up to, are you going to do a team, Martha? Sorry, I got distracted. That's really up to the team lead, how those are done. So that will be part of the interviewing process, really. We don't dictate how teams are structured. So it's not like our old place of where we used to work, Susan, that did dictate that. We don't do that. So I guess it's going to depend on what they offer you and, what you get from, do you feel like you're getting the value for it? So.
Okay, thanks.
Chris,
Yes.
I do think that team leaders need to have something written in an agreement to join their team and how that's going to work in whatever situation. And that needs to be provided to Lantern admin so that when the commissions are paid, we know how to properly pay for
So-
those situations.
Wendell, we've got, Jenna has done one for Amy, I believe it was the old mentor agreement we kind of modified to show, hey Dale, to show how things are structured. So yeah, we've got that in place, whenever somebody joins.
And I
Okay.
would, on that end, I would love to get with you and whoever is starting a team, we can come up with a document, like a fillable document that has everything, because that agreement doesn't have every single thing
Yep.
in it. I just have got to get time to sit down and do it.
Yeah, I would like to have something that says who pays for signs and lock boxes and who pays your quarterly dues. So we know, because I don't want to be texting each one of you, who pays what, so.
I think that I can go back and look and see. I may actually have Diane's old one that we can kind of.
I'll stick my face over it. That's fine.
There we go. So I might actually have a copy of her old team manual.
I know I don't.
I think I might still
I
have
don't
it.
even remember signing that thing.
Yeah, and that was one thing that she was very strict on. She made everybody, she's like, if you didn't read it, that's your fault, but you're signing it. So, and it literally goes through every scenario, every kind of.
Can you turn the mic towards Liz? We can't hear.
So yeah, Diane's team manual kind of had just everything spelled out to every scenario. So like if a person left, this is what would happen with their listing. or their buyer client. There was pretty much any scenario that you could think of. She had it spelled out, and I think that was really good. It was, might have been overkill, but I think you definitely need every scenario to be spelled out so that certain situations don't happen. And maybe they can be avoided if all this is kind of laid out front. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anybody here in the Kannapolis office? Rochelle? Yes, ma'am.
So Tim and I have, we're a team.
Right.
I couldn't tell you how we're a team though.
You can't? or-
I don't, as far, like when I'm on the MLS, I see a lot of people that have their team members, like they co-list with them. We never do that.
Mhm.
So I don't know like the benefits of doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm basically am the admin for him because he's horrible with paperwork. We never get paid. So that's what I do for him, and then he's kind of like showing agent for us.
Right. But y'all are married and you split everything, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but we're trying to bring on.
Oh, okay.
Buyer's agent.
I got you.
So I need to make it defined.
Formalized, formal. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So,
Go over like paperwork. I feel
yeah,
like that would just be a good meeting for
Yeah.
everyone to
Yeah.
kind of come together so we can make sure everything's covered.
And Jeff will help.
Team members get to be there just so we would like know what's going into the like what's going into those contracts, because I'd like to know what I'm signing. So
sure. I think so.
Well, and two, I think everybody's contract will be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Mine's gonna be different than yours, you know, yours gonna be different than hers, so, you know, I think.
Because you're not guaranteeing leave, you're
But you're
guaranteeing
doing-
training, then
But-
I'm not guaranteeing training. I'm
But
guaranteeing-
what we can do is make it like an a la carte menu
Yeah.
and y'all just choose
Yeah.
what you want to do. We guarantee lead, yes, or promise lead. I wouldn't say guarantee, but you know,
Is there any like feedback from people who are wanting to join teams? Like, what are you looking for? Like, what support can we give to y'all?
what are folks looking for these days?
I'm looking for the admin,
Connor looking for the admin. All right.
but I've got somebody that's doing all my admin. Do I need to fill out the lantern?
How are you compensating them right now?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, this is a recorded video.
Let me stop the recording.
Well, I've done both things. I've had mail and then, you know, so
What about you?
whatever works, man.
What about your MLS? Are they using yours and you got them signed up?
No, I'm using mine. Well,
And you need. to
I don't know,
fix-
don't
you need-
answer.
Don't
Don't
answer.
answer.
Pause.
Yeah, don't answer that.
I need to get it in balance, I think.
You need to set your assistant
Yeah,
up on the
yeah,
MLS.
yeah.
I think that's what I did.
$35 a month
I think that's what I
or
did.
$35.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I did.
not much.
Okay.
Okay, good.
My thinking is kind of the same, like, I don't want a team, because I still want to stay in front of my clients, because that's how you're gonna have business years from now, if you refer clients out, you know, the chances are they're not gonna call. like,
Can't
or
hear
they're
Liz.
not gonna call me anymore, they're gonna call whoever I referred them to, so, yes, I'm making money now, because well, how do I explain that? I guess I can kind of see the benefits of both ways. Like if you're just too busy that you cannot take on a lead, I see that. But if you're just trying to refer clients because you don't feel like working with them, or, that kind of scenario, or they're just annoying people. I mean, to me, yeah.
I have something to say on that though. I met with Christy Iverson. Some of you know her as Christy Bradshaw.
Yeah.
She has Magnolia Homes. And I met with her because I wanted to know ins and outs, things to do, things not to do with the team. And she said that with hers, the lead stays with her. So that the team member has them for that transaction, and then she follows up. And she makes sure that she's the one in contact with them for birthdays, for anniversaries. She's the one that buys the closing gift. She contacts them throughout the transaction. So it's more of like, I think it's a little safer,
Yeah, I like that.
and the CRM is like a team CRM. So everyone has access, but it stays with the team. So if that person, because I don't want to build someone's business and then them leave and they leave with all my leads,
Mhm.
because that wouldn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, and I definitely like the admin part of having a team. I think having another agent to help you out with showings and stuff like that, I think that's good. But yeah, that's where I'm on the fence with the whole team thing, like giving leads away or like what do people expect from a team leader? Like,
I was listening to a podcast yesterday. If y'all are into podcasts, Hustle Humbly is a really good podcast. I mean, it's amazing. It's two real estate agents out of Louisiana. But they were talking about it's a double-edged sword with the team. You're either
Yeah.
managing other agents or you're managing the leads that you get.
Yeah.
For me, like, I don't want to be out showing houses after 6 or 7 o'clock. Like, I want to be home. So that's where like I'm going in to say, hey, can you show houses for me? Are y'all like, are you available? It just depends on what you want.
yeah, I think, yeah, it's really hard to know, like for me, what I want, because I was on a team for 5 years and saw how it can go bad when you decide to break away from all that. So now I'm like almost scarred where I'm like, no more team, but I think they can definitely be a good thing, especially for the new agents that need help, for their marketing to get off the ground running and things like that.
I think too, it's
and-
also important to remember, like, we're a stepping stone. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't,
absolutely.
I don't expect Viviana, I don't expect Amy to stay with me forever. If they want to, like, I absolutely want to, because I'm putting time and effort into them. But like, I want them to feel comfortable, and I've said this from the beginning, come up to me and say, hey, this isn't working out, or hey, I do not want to burn bridges, like the bridges that were burned when I was on Team Honeycutt.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't want that happening. I want it to be a happy atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I want to see their business grow. And like, when they're out selling $10 million worth of real estate, I want to say I had a hand in that. Like, I'm proud of them.
I like what you were saying though, about when you have a lead, you don't want to, you want them to come back to you. But like for Tim and I, we do a lot of Zillow, Redfin. And so if I had someone to take care of those that are really not my SOI,
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
I can,
I
you
want
know,
to hold on to
stay.
my SOI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not giving
Give
my
them,
SOI.
like-
All right, explain to the older folk what SOI is.
It's your sphere of influence.
Oh, okay.
So you have
okay.
15 to 20.
Y'all talking my
You
language.
know,
now.
your
I'm
church
good.
people, your close friends, so
Yeah.
that you can take care of them and you're their friends. Redfin, so.
More than $1 million buyer. I'm sorry, that one's not
Exactly.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't pay for leads or anything like that. I feel like it is all my sphere and just referral business. So do you guys pay for leads or anything?
I did realtor.com last year and got nothing from it. So it was thousands of dollars, and it literally gave me, actually, every referral, I feel like, or every lead that they sent me was for this stupid trailer that's been on the market for 300 and some odd days. That's like $70,000 that no one wants. And I'm like, that just used up one of my leads. So no, I don't really get leads from anywhere.
We do. I use Zillow. Zillow is the one that brings in, well, Redfin brings in a ton of clients, but they're not great clients. They take a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I close probably one a month from Redfin.
Really?
Zillow, I pay $1,000 a month for,
Mhm.
and those bring in like $500,000 clients.
Really?
So,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Well,
But it's, I mean,
Well-
but I would say if you have a great, we moved up here from Mint Hill, so my client base was down there.
oh, yeah.
So I needed to make money fast here in this area, so
Mhm.
that's why I did it. But if you've been in this area, you know, work, live, play, you'll get, yeah, you know people.
So I worked Zillow leads 4 years ago. I got the 28075 area code, which is Harrisburg. And I got the same thing Trisha got. I got the same house, some funky layout. If you look at it, it looks like a Dr. Seuss house. And it was on the market for 6, 8, 10 months. And I bet I showed it a half a dozen times.
Well, I just think
So-
there's ways around paying through leads. Like in your case, like that's absolutely wonderful. But when somebody, like I got a referral from a lady who lived at the beach and she typed in best real estate agent in Concord and mine came up, and it's because I have such a big presence on the internet. Just put yourself out there. Like it's not, you don't have to do a bunch of crazy stuff, like just got to get it out there.
I just got a lead on, a lady called me out of the blue like 2 days ago and she said, I Googled house for sale in Huntersville, and I don't even put myself out there as Huntersville. I do, Campus and Concord. So, I think like having your blogs and things like that, that help you on, search engine results.
So I know Jody Clodfelter in the Albemarle office built his business off of buying leads. So Dina has done a phenomenal job on leads too. So I think she just, Dina Petty,
Oh,
she's done a good job on buying leads. So I mean, it's how you work them, but you got to know how to work them. Otherwise you're going to throw money down the drain.
See, I'm not good at that. I have no
And you
interest.
got, I don't either.
How to.
You got to be willing to answer the phone after 8 o'clock, and I'm not. And that's when they're all on computer because they're getting ready to go to bed, looking through Zillow, and they're,
Or they're not pre-approved and there's
Yeah.
no way that they can get pre-approved. Like
Right.
you call them, oh yeah, well, my credit is like, it's terrible right now. It's at 500, but I'm building it.
See,
I'm
I
just
love
looking
those
for the
stories.
future.
though. I do. I love those stories and working with those clients because those are the ones that are going to bring you 2, 3, 4 because you were in it with them.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
I
you.
mean, in the beginning, I had time for those
Yeah.
people, but honestly, I just don't,
Yeah.
that's where. the thing is. And, like,
Exactly.
I don't have time to do that,
Anybody online have any questions or comments? What, if you're looking to be on a team, what are you looking for? I want to hear that side of it as well. Or anybody here, I don't care.
I can just comment from the big side that a lot of new agents approach me about getting new leads. How can they get new leads? So, if you can incorporate some type of lead generation, I think that would be good for new folks that are trying to find their way.
Now, it doesn't necessarily, when you say lead generation, it doesn't have to be buying leads from Realtor or Zillow.
Correct.
It can be, you might, maybe like Lynette was talking about today in our mastermind meeting. She's getting a lot of leads from HomeSnap and she just doesn't have time to work them. So, I mean, maybe they're those kind of leads. So, that is.
And if people are taking like another agent's lead or their agent's listing and putting out there on social media, that's a really good way to get leads very inexpensively. Doing a
Yep.
Facebook ad, just get the permission from another agent. I get calls all the time for that. It's really inexpensive.
Anybody else have any comments about teams?
Just from the big corner again. I'm meeting with all the bigs tomorrow morning online. We're going to have a conference over advertising and marketing. And I think we're at an exciting point in history with Lantern Realty in that we've got this huge influx of folks and we have generation of new teams and it's very exciting. However, keep in mind that when you're getting ready to design a logo for yourself, for your team, there needs to be some incorporation of the Lantern logo with it. The Real Estate Commission does require the name of the company, but I think branding is important and our brand is that lantern lamp. So whatever you do to design your team logo, make sure you're putting Lantern's logo in with it as well somehow, or at least side by side.
Very good point. Thanks for that one. Huh? Yeah, it looks good. I like that.
He approved it.
Yeah. Approved, yeah. All right. Anybody else got any comments or questions about teams? Sounds like we got some, at least. Rochelle, what is your email address?
Rochelle@theogburngroup.com.
Rochelle, Rochelle at theogburngroup.com. She is looking for buyer's agents, correct? Okay. All right. If anybody has any questions about what we talked about, who is looking to team up or what, give me shoot me an email. I'll be glad to facilitate that. Y'all be looking for an email soon about when we can get together and draft some kind of team document. So we can have an agreement on just one document so we don't have to alter anything. So anybody got any questions before we go? All right, y'all. Thank you for being in attendance, and I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to y'all later.